What can you get for under $350,000 in Midlothian, Texas? Well, I'm going to tell you in this week's video, so stick around. Hey everyone, my name is Danae Hewitt and I'm your go-to DFW Realtor here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. And recently I've been working with some first-time home buyers who don't have the biggest budgets, all right? They just don't. They're first-time home buyers. So I thought it would be a good idea to show you some entry-level homes here in Midlothian under $350,000 so you can see what you get in that price point. And these homes don't necessarily have to be for first-time home buyers. They aren't necessarily entry-level homes. They could be homes that people are downsizing to, all right? They're just going to be smaller homes, smaller lots for a smaller budget. So let's get out and hit the road and let me show you these three homes. The first home that I'm going to show you today is listed for $300,000 on the nose. On the nose. We are in a well-established neighborhood. This is going to be the oldest home, but the biggest home because they have converted the garage. So the home was built in 1961 and it's 2,238 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. So I'm assuming that that garage conversion is going to be like a living space. And it's actually, the house is just right behind me here. Right there. So all these homes in this neighborhood are going to be single-story homes, brick layout, kind of like that ranch style home. You can tell in these pictures that even though the home was built in the 1960s, they've definitely done some updates to it. Repainted, looks like there's new carpeting, new flooring, new bathroom vanities and mirrors and things like that, but you're still going to have that layout from the 1960s unless they've like demoed some walls, which they, probably haven't done. Now this home sits on 1/4 of an acre, which is kind of nice. You get a little bit of extra space here and you don't feel like you're right up against your neighbors, and the privacy of these trees really help you feel like you're not, staring at your neighbor right next door. All right, now let me know what you think of this house. I'm going to drive around so you can see what I see, and then let's move on to house number 2, which is going to be slightly higher than this house. The second home that we're going to be seeing today is listed for $325,000. I am in the Hillcrest community in Midlothian. Now, the majority of the homes in this neighborhood are all going to be single-story homes. There's very few 2-story homes. You're going to find a couple. This home that I'm going to show you was built in 1999, and I can tell that all the other homes were built around that same time frame, the late 90s. I don't think any of these would have been built in 2000, only because in the 2000s is when we started to see some stone on the exterior of homes, and these homes, these are all brick exteriors. I don't see any stone on the exterior of these homes at all. And what I love about this neighborhood is all of the homes are on about 1/2 of an acre. So you get a little bit of elbow room and you're not spending a whole lot of money to do that. Let me give you the stats of this home. It is 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms with no covered parking. It's 1,912 square feet. So I can definitely tell that they've converted the garage, and part of that 1,900 square feet is probably 400 of it is that converted garage. It does have a really long driveway, so you definitely have plenty of spaces to park, at least 3 vehicles, at least if not 4. And there also is a gate, so you could pull in the back, pour some more concrete if you needed to for additional parking. So you definitely do have some flexibility if you wanted to put more money into it to give you guys more parking after the home is yours. All right, so let me show you the home right there behind me. So this community does not have an HOA, so you're definitely free. If you don't like, like that red brick that's on the outside, you can paint it. I did pass a house that was white brick with black trim, and it looks fantastic. It definitely stands out to the rest of the neighborhood, but it's definitely something that you can do because you don't have the HOA restrictions. But let me show you a little bit more of that driveway so you can see it right there, how long it is, and the parking that you would have if you needed it. Let me know what you think about this house in the comments below. I'm going to drive around so you can see what I see, and then we'll move on to house number 3. The last house that I am here at is listed for $350,000. I'm in the Midlothian Meadows community, which has an annual HOA of $225 a year, which honestly is not that bad. It's probably one of the lower HOAs that I see in single family listings and single family properties here. So let me give you the stats on this house as I'm walking up to it. It's really cute on the outside. It's 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms with 1,794 square feet, and the garage has not been converted like we saw in that other house. It's definitely a smaller lot than the second house. It's only 0.2 acres. It's kind of hard to see because they do have some kind of big trees in the front to really see what that elevation is. But you've got a little bit of that red brick with a little bit of stone at the very bottom of the home. So this home was built in 2010. And as you can see from the pictures, they really haven't done any updating since 2010, which isn't, it isn't terrible, but of course it's, 14 years old and you're not seeing what we see in designs today. But if this size works for you, if this layout works for you, then this definitely could be an option, and you could be doing some updates on your own after the home is yours and you can make it your own home. So let me know what you think of this week's video. I really wanted to point out some lower priced homes because, again, I'm working with first-time home buyers and their price point is under $400,000. So let's see what we can get you in different cities for under that price point and see if these homes work for you. If you're looking for an agent here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, please let me know. I'd be happy to help you. All right, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next week.